Second time. So we're here with Paolo Banchero here at the USA Basketball Junior National Team Camp. Paolo, second time here in Colorado Springs. How's it going for you so far?
It's going well. I definitely can say I'm more acclimated to the altitude. I'm more comfortable around the guys, and I just know what I'm doing.
How is it different for you this time around? It seems like they integrated you with the older guys. How has that experience been?
Yeah. When I came in June, me and Zion Harmon were the only 21s trying out with the 17s. So I'd already been with them in June, so they just decided to bring me back up with them with a couple other dudes. And, yeah, it's been great.
For people who are watching this interview that don't know too much about you, what can you tell us about your background, where you're from, when you started playing basketball, any athletes in your family, that kind of thing?
I'm from Seattle, Washington, born and raised. My family's from there as well. Been playing basketball since I was like 5. My mom played professionally. She actually has been to USA multiple times. She won a gold medal with USA. She went to the University of Washington. My dad played football at the University of Washington. And, yeah, I got a pretty sporty family.
When did you first start getting attention in the basketball scene?
I got my first offer playing up with my 15U Seattle Rotary team when I was in 8th grade. I was playing up. Montana offered me first back. What was that, like? Not this past June, but the June before that. And then my second offer came from UW during football season in October. But it was still pretty slow. During the high school season, I really showed out and started getting looks from a lot of West Coast schools. And then I made the 17U team for Rotary, and my recruiting started to really pick up from all over the country. And it's just on the up from there.
What kind of player are you right now?
I'm versatile. I'm really high IQ. I like to make other people better. I don't like making mistakes. I try and take care of the ball. I'm more of a pass first, but if you need me to score, I'll score. I'll rebound, assist, whatever the team needs me to do.
Have you always been, like bigger and stronger for your age, and what does that mean? Like once other kids are catching up to you, what are you going to need to do to round out your game and stay where you are, which is one of the better players in the class?
Well, for me, it wasn't really people catching up to me. I caught up to a lot of other people just because I started off pretty short. I hit a really big growth spurt in 7th grade. I went from 6 foot to 6'5" in a year. And when I hit that growth spurt, I couldn't really get my feet under me. My knees was hurting. I wasn't moving well. But as far as keeping where I'm at right now, just me and my trainer always talk about he feels like his job is to either make me maintain my spot at where I'm at or have me get higher. So I'm just trying to either maintain or get higher. So my main goal.
Can you talk a little bit about the evolution of big men and how things are evolving in terms of basketball with the way bigs are utilized? If you look at 10, 15 years ago, it's very different now than the way bigs are being used. And how do you fit into that? What do you need to improve on to continue to trend in the right direction?
Well, in basketball, when I was growing up, you had dudes like Shaq. You had a lot of good big men. You had Kevin Garnett, just traditional big man. But now you got guys like Anthony Davis who can stretch and move all over the floor, Karl Towns, all kind of guys like that. But for me, I was short. 4th through 6th grade, I was short. So I played guard. So I'm like Anthony Davis, how he hit his growth spurt, it was kind of like that. So I played guard, and it developed me. So when I got tall, I still had these the guard skills. But for me, I need to work on probably my three-point consistency. I think my mid-range is pretty consistent, but hitting the shot from behind the arc. My post game, I've always said it's been good just because my mom was a post, and so she was really polished. So she's been teaching me post footwork since I was young. Even when I was short, she knew I was going to be tall, so she was always teaching me post footwork. So I think I have a pretty good balance.
One thing that's different this USA basketball camp compared to the last time you were here was, the involvement of the NBA, the NCAA, the NBPA. We weren't in those sessions. Can you tell us a little bit about, what they were talking to you guys about and what's it been like off the court here?
They were just talking to us about building our brand, being smart on social media, not getting caught up responding to people who may comment something negative under your picture. Yesterday, Keon Dooling, NBA vet, came and talked to us about mental health and just if something's going on with you, not keeping quiet, using your voice to express your problems and how you feel, and just not keeping quiet.
Just watching you play with some of the older guys, what really kind of stood out to me was your maturity. Like a lot of younger guys, like the speed of the game is difficult for them, but like you never looked sped up. You were making the right reads. Like, has that always been kind of like type of player you are? Like, where does that come from? That like really like serious minded approach that you have?
Honestly, I could say it came from when I played football, being quarterback. I played football at a high level. Just being smart, reading the defense with football, controlling the team, keeping everybody leveled and calm. Because when you're the quarterback, you gotta keep your team in check. So that, and I just carry that over to the court. Like I said, I don't like making mistakes, and I just like taking care of the ball. And I feel like I'm a really high IQ player.
Any guys that you really enjoy watching play in college or in the NBA?
Yeah, I like LeBron. Obviously, that's my favorite player. But as far as guys who I try and like, everybody wants to be like LeBron, but I know like that's not necessarily my game. But like, as far as guys I look to be like, Anthony Davis definitely. Guys like mix of Anthony Davis, Rudy Gay. I like Rudy Gay when he was on the Grizzlies. I watched a lot of film on him and just how he attacked the rim and got low. Or guys like Karl Anthony Towns, how they have a nice feel for the game, stuff like that.
Great stuff, man. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Nice to meet you.